Peace, love, prosperity, everyone. I'm Benjamin Paul Lewis from the Holy Tribe of Judah, and today I'll be doing a part two of my Birdman breakdown of the blasphemy. And I want to start it off with a scripture. I'm going to read Psalms 83:4, and it says, "They said, 'Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.'" So, they don't want people knowing, the real Israelites knowing who they are. They want to keep them in darkness. So, we're going to start off with Birdman. He's Brian Christopher Williams. And it's crazy, too, because, I'm going to do a Family Guy breakdown, too. But it's crazy because you remember Brian was the dog on Family Guy. Dog is God backwards. He used to be with Peter. He really was Peter's best friend. But that's I'm gonna do that another time. But his last name is Williams. And in Exodus 3:1-4, it says, God said to Moses, "I am who I am." The will of I am, Williams. The will of I am, Williams. And it's crazy too, cause Young Thug, you remember Young Thug? Everybody know Young Thug. His last name is Williams. And it's crazy too, cause his middle name is Lamar. And you remember Rich Homie Quan? Rich Homie Quan. His last name is Lamar. And you remember they was Rich Gang. Lifestyle. Everybody know that. Did a whole bunch of letters, lifestyle. They sold out. But it's crazy too, cause like Birdman, like I said, his last name Williams. And Young Thug, his last name Williams. And they both wearing white, next to people that's wearing black. That's crazy. But like I said, they both middle name, well, they both are Lamars. Lamar just means the pool, the pond of the sea. The Messiah is the man out to sea, the living waters. Like John 4. But I really want to get into Big G. Because it's crazy because his first name is Christopher. Like I said, Birdman middle name is Christopher. Big G was the original high boy. Like Birdman had other artists like Cash Money, but like, you feel? I'm gonna just let Birdman tell it. Excuse all the language and all that. But I just want to show something real quick. Excuse all the language and all that. I was just trying to show you something real quick. Yeah, we all know what happened after that, but I just wanted to show, what I'm saying? He said he met BG first. Like I say, BG was the original high boy. What you want, boy? I need a high girl. Like, he was the high boy. And you remember he went to jail, like, I can't remember the year though, but it was like in the he was gone for a long time. And he just recently got out. He basically did an album with Gucci Man, and like it kind of, I think it's like revoked his probation. I can't remember, but long story short, he basically took it to trial for freedom of speech, basically saying, this how I feed my family. I've been rapping. It's just music. But I just want to show a part real quick what he say. You heard him. Steals all the language though, but you heard what he said. He said, I bow down to nobody. I only feel my maker. But, you know, in Proverbs 9, they say, you know, the fear of God is the beginning of all wisdom. You know, but two, you know, in John 5:22, it says, for the Father judges no man, but hath committed all judgment to the Son. That's why he said, I bow down to no N word. You only fear God. You know, they always say that only God can judge me, you know. But I want to bring up, it's crazy because you remember in the song Outlaw by Tupac, the song Outlaw. But I just wanted to show the lyrics, and it's crazy because, you know, like Tupac last verse, you see how he say, ha ha, it ain't nothing but music. Well, like, you gotta listen to the song and see how he said it though, but I'm saying that to say, they all know, you know, the power of music, you know. Everything has music, got a sound, you know. Well, like, you know what I'm trying to say. But it's crazy too because, you know, like they know, we all know, Lucifer was the musician in heaven. So, you know, get that deep with them. Like they know the power of music, you know. You know, I brought that up too because, like I said, BG, he had the freedom of speech, you know, feeling like he can do what he want to do, he can say what he want to say. But that all just goes back, you know, into Lucifer, Satan, you know. Satan wanted to do his own thing, wanted to make his own songs, do what he wanted to do, you know. It's crazy because, you know, Birdman, him and BG, they both from Magnolia. You know, the Magnolia Projects, they both from over there. And, you know, it's crazy because, you know, Magnolia is a flower. You know, plant flower, tree flower. And, you know, BG always be wearing, like, the Saints. They all wear in Louisiana, you know, the Saints. You know, but that's just, you know, in Psalms. The Song of Solomon 2:1, you know, refers to Messiah as the lily of the valley. You know, Sharon's rose, the flower, the magnolia. Well, that ain't the magnolia, but you know, the Lewis. Yeah. I just wanted to bring. I'm gonna do a part 3. I just wanted to do something real quick to just show how deep this goes, and how wicked these people are. You know, especially Birdman, because everybody come through Birdman. Like everybody gotta come through Birdman. Basically, only CEO, record label, only person you really can just compare to is like Barry Gordy, like Motown, like. Gotta come through Birdman. You know, like I say, he the father of blasphemy. I'm about to play a song real quick just to show y'all what BG said real quick. And just listen to what he say real quick. Very. Play it back. You know, he the father of blasphemy. Wayne, it's crazy because, you know, Wayne is Carter. You know, and we got BG. He Christopher. They blaspheme all day. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video And I'll be doing another one soon. Sorry about disappearing, but I'm putting in the work. This faith without works is dead. And peace, love, prosperity to everyone.